Hi, Robin Cody Smith here. I'm passionate about addressing the issues of an unplanned transition event in a family or a private business, as these events happen far more frequently than you could possibly imagine. When I set up my business, my first case was an unplanned transition event. What I learned was what the impact and how powerful the impact of this event is on a business, on a family, and on their lifestyle. And more so, how long it takes to adjust and adapt to a new normal. I witnessed this, and I'm also now involved in another transition event, and this one is for my family. So you see, nobody is exempt from running into an unplanned event. Let me share an example of an unplanned event. One winter's night, the dreams came to an abrupt end for a 48-year-old CEO and founder of a construction company. He had driven his motorcycle to a Christmas party. He left late and he was in a hurry to get home, so he was going too fast. His motorcycle skidded across an icy patch on the road. He lost control of the cycle as it slammed into a telephone pole, and he was killed immediately. The ramifications of this were immediate to the business that had no transition plan, no buy-sell arrangement in place, to their family office that had just been set up with the same CEO and was responsible for providing for the financial affairs of the family. It was immediate, too, in its impact on the family, as the loss was immediately evident of leadership and direction for the family. The CEO's wife had never worked a day in the business. Their 3 adult children had just entered young adulthood, and they were not yet ready to be able to take on the responsibility of managing either entity, let alone the complexity of an unplanned transition event such as this. The attorneys for the family walked through the door, assuring the family that they alone could take care of all of the wants and needs of the family, and that they would take care of the estate and the the payment of the taxes, settle the estate, set up trusts. But this was not the problem or the focus of the family. It was their loss. It was their loss of leadership, their loss of direction and purpose, financial and emotional support that was now gone. The family was desperately in need of someone to give them a sense that things would be okay. It didn't happen. We were not allowed in the door by the attorneys, and so dispute and disagreements began to arise. Repercussions like this are not a rite of passage. They are unnecessary and can be avoided if you're willing to take action. What increases the likelihood of an unplanned transition event is the lack of planning, the lack of a strategic, longer view of the business and events that can occur down the road and what you want them to look like. The best way to overcome this is to engage with strategic planning such that a potential future transition event can become a planned event. Execution of this is the steps to do so and involves by whom, how, and when. This gives clarity and certainty of action. There are solutions that will strengthen the human side of the business, and what benefits the people and the human side also enhances the value of the business. So what do you think? What do you think what do you think this has in meaning for you and your business? If you agree that steps are necessary to take action now to take an unplanned event and make it a planned event, I will send you a link to set up a brainstorming session with my partner and me. The cost is a mere $2,000, and it will involve 2 hours of planning, recommendations, and ideas. This is strictly a conversation, but it lays the groundwork for what the plans could be for execution. If we get involved in executing on a game plan, we will forward that $2,000 to help offset the cost of execution of the game plan. I'd love to hear from you what you think about this, and I'm trying to shed some light on a topic that you seldom will hear in the financial or business industry. Thank you so much.